Welcome to this box breathing exercise. I invite you to find a comfortable position, maybe seated or lying down, and to bring your attention into your body, to become aware of the feelings and sensations in the body. You might want to close the eyes to support with this more internal gaze. It's always okay to have the eyes open, maybe just softening the gaze. Becoming aware of the natural rhythm of your breath. The inhaling and the exhaling. And I invite you to notice the little gap at the end of the inhale before you move back into the exhale. The little gap at the end of the exhale before you move into the inhale. You might even very gently start to allow there to be a little bit of a pause in that space. You're not rushing straight from the inhale into the next exhale, but can you have a pause there? And for this exercise, I encourage you to honor the needs of your own breath. So we'll start with a count of 2, working up to 3 and 4. But if it feels like that count is too long, and you need to have a shorter count, then go with what feels right for you. Try and keep the count equal for each part of the breath. So if any part of the breath feels like the count is too long, then just drop it back down a little bit. And for this, we'll start with the idea of a square and then move into more of a circular movement. And while you're visioning a square, we're going to take the 4 parts of the breath: the inhale, the pause at the top, the exhale, and the pause at the bottom. And you can visualize that the inhale is moving up the left-hand side of the square. The pause at the top goes straight across the top of the square. Exhale comes down the right side of the square, and the pause at the bottom is across the bottom of the square. So let us begin, exhaling wherever you are, and then we'll inhale for 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, pause at the bottom, 1, 2. Inhaling, 1, 2. Pause at the top, 1, 2. Exhaling for 1, 2. Pause at the bottom, 1, 2. Increasing the count, we inhale 1, 2, 3. Pausing for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 1, 2, 3. Pausing for 1, 2, 3. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Pause at the top, 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 1, 2, 3. Pause at the bottom, 1, 2, 3. Option to increase again if you would like to. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pausing 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. And continuing with your own counts. So choosing the count that feels right for your breath. And you can continue with this box, this square breathing. Or I invite you to allow this to become more like a circle. And we're going to explore this sense of a circle by bringing in the visualization of the seasons. So on the inhale, visualizing the season of spring. As we pause at the top, it's the suspended animation of summer. As we come back down, exhaling, the energy of autumn, and the pause at the bottom is the stillness of winter. You might bring in sights and sounds, colours and smells as you come through the seasons here. Maybe there's a particular image that resonates. And allowing yourself along with the image and with any sounds to feel the energy of each season. So feeling that sense of growth, of moving upwards, of spring. That fullness, that blooming of summer, full of air. In autumn, this sense of releasing, of letting go, of coming back down to the earth. And the pause and the stillness of winter. And continuing to cycle and move around the seasons. Allowing there to be this lovely circle of the breath and the 4 parts of the breath. Allowing there to be this lovely cycle of breath on the 4 seasons. Spring as we inhale, summer as we pause, autumn as we exhale, and winter as we pause. And within this breath there might be parts that feel more comfortable to us, parts that we enjoy more, as there often is with the season as well. There is a beauty to each part and a necessity to each part. So allowing yourself to feel into and to recognize beauty within each part of the breath. Finishing on winter, finishing on the pause after the exhale, and then allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Maybe the pauses shorten, and you feel this rise and flow, this ebb and flow of the breath. As you allow the breath to settle, I invite you to feel the contact points with the earth, in the way that you are being held by the earth underneath you. And if you have closed the eyes, you might flutter the eyes open now. And take any movements that feel good in your body as you start to bring yourself back into the space, back into more everyday awareness. Maybe be keeping this sense of balance and appreciation for the four energies, the four seasons, for this sense of flow. And carrying that into the rest of your day.